Nervous excitement filled the air at Naval Air Station Patuxent River as dozens of students ventured out of the classroom with one thing in mind: survival.
Every year, our group 418 does this survivability project with the Great Mills High School 9th grade STEM class, where we ask them to design and build a vehicle to the specifications that we give them, and we want it to be survivable.
The Great Mills High School Survivability Challenge requires students to work as a team to build a crash-worthy vehicle using limited materials. After months of classroom planning, the vehicle is put through a series of vulnerability and infrared tests, and finally, a drop test to stimulate a crash.
We used cardboard, rubber bands, foam, glue. There was a specified materials list that we weren't allowed to stray from, but my group found a loophole in that it just lists foil and not what kind of foil, so we used Mylar foil.
So basically we look at the overall broad spectrum of survivability and try and condense it down into a few tests that'll teach the kids a few aspects about what survivability is. In the past, I've helped out a lot more as far as going in and volunteering in the classroom. So we do a series of briefs, just give them a broad overview of systems engineering so they understand the design approach that we use on real projects.
Now in its 8th year, the competition serves as a way for students to showcase their talents in science and mathematics and gives participants an introduction to the processes behind mechanical engineering and survivability.
For a kind of small project, it gets kids integrated into engineering and different combat survivability disciplines. I think it's good to get them into the sciences, but from a creative and critical thinking standpoint, not just mathematics and maybe chemistry and the book smarts, but the critical thinking about solving problems and overcoming obstacles in a design aspect.
While some designs soared to success, others cracked under pressure.
Yeah.
But the goal of learning was achieved by all.
Engineering is a lot harder than we were originally thought, and it was really fun. We got to work as a team, which was great. We do a lot of individual work, and it's not as fun.
We actually did really well. It survived everything. See the whole process and see what you're doing. It's very interesting. A lot of thinking and working out the problems hands-on.
Volunteers hope the hands-on activity will encourage more students to seek careers in science, technology, engineering, and math.
I think kids nowadays, I've got a younger brother who's also in high school. People hear about engineering and it's this scary thing that you know they go to school for, but it's going to be really hard, and yeah, it's difficult, but we want to make it so that it seems like it could be an exciting career, that they would be inspired to go and chase a math and science, a really technical field, rather than be intimidated by it.
The Survivability Challenge allows students to have fun while navigating a real-world engineering process. For NAVAIR, it's the chance to reach out into the community and stem the next generation of scientists and engineers.
At the end, we ask them for comments, review comments, suggestions they have on the project. And every year we make it harder, every year we make it easier. And last year we actually got a comment. One girl thanked us for the opportunity to fail, which I thought was pretty neat, because most kids, now they just kind of pass them on through. So I thought that was neat. Their teacher, Miss Morgan, says she's had several people from college who have gone on to be, major in engineering come back and tell her what a great project this was, that they still refer to their notes on briefing and on the project in their engineering notebooks. So I think we're having a pretty big lasting impact.